We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the. Well, that's a little bit of a preview for what we'll be talking about tonight,
No,
folks. Fun
not
times at
exactly.
the Bolin household.
Not exactly sure who started the fire, but I'm still trying to look up brand names.
Two cow
Yeah,
didn't start the
yeah.
fire.
Well, all three of those heathens are innocent. I can tell you that much. They are.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you who panicked the most out of that was but we'll wait and see how many people we get in here. It is members only tonight that can interact with the show. Obviously, any
heathen can watch.
Yeah, any tightwad redneck heathen can watch. How you doing, Timmy John? I texted him last night about the fire that I didn't start, and have not heard from him. All day has gone by today.
Maybe
I think he might be out around here trying to rummage around the building, seeing if there's any leftover electronics or something. He might be able to
seeing if there's something that he could
something he could use
get from the estate.
All I'm going to do is as a pre-teaser is tell you that if my son had actually showed up to take me to dinner, as we had planned, and at the time he was going to arrive, this place would have probably burned to the ground. Because this thing just started out of fucking nowhere. But we'll get into it a little later. There's Billy Sellers with a badge. He gets
the crowd explode in. That's right. Hi, Billy.
Facebook, we'll keep that open 10 or 15 minutes to give our Filipinos an option to say hi. Then after that, this once again, Bob, is wet hair. This was 15 minutes ago, and this hair is wet. It is amazing how dry it looks on the thing because it's very wet.
It looks quite dry.
That's just towel dried. Scared to plug a blow dryer in this house right now. Terrified, especially the area that caught fire last night was where I plugged the blow dryers. I ain't plugging no fucking blow dryer there tonight. Oh. Can't come on the show with my head on fire. I can't do that. I sent you a picture of some of the damage, right?
I did see some of the damage, yes.
That item was for sale. 2 days.
Now it's really for sale.
I'm knocking $10 off. Not collected. I should raise it about $20. That's a collector's item.
It is.
Chris was needing a little help tonight. She wanted Christmas gifts for her kids. I said, well, I did. I did send you some money recently because I know a lot of people are asking for Christmas stuff. But if I sent you money within the last 2 to 3 weeks, we have a lot of people on here we help, and there's only so many dollars to go around.
And Christmas comes every year, so
if somebody in here wants to make a specific $20 donation to help Chris's kids get a couple of toys or something, I mean, I'm all for that. Right. But damn, guys, as I pointed out to Bob the other day, I've lost $8,000 in salary since I got sick, went to the hospital, and I forgot how important that $8,000 was because sometimes I don't always track what's coming in and what's going out. And if there's some extra dollars around, then I don't mind helping the people. But boy, when you're down $8,000 over 4 months, not that you all would have got the whole $8,000, but you'd have got a good 20 to 30% of it. Apparently, is how normally went. Yeah. So, oh my God, I had a dream. Apparently, I'm wanting another job so bad that I had a dream. I went to the University of Louisville for a job seminar, and a representative from LinkedIn was there. And I'm going to get into where I'm so fucking glad I woke up. No, not because I almost got a job. Everybody wanted me, but they wanted me on commission-based salary only. Well, here's the motivating factors. It's 100% commission-based. This is in the dream, Bob, that I had 2 hours ago because I needed a nap today so bad. I was exhausted.
We'll cover that in a little bit, really.
Yeah, we'll get to all that. God damn, stop the fucking shit. You're not with CNN. Calm down. I had enough damage. Let's put that along with fear, but we'll get into all that later. Just hold your horses, son. Hold your horses. Once we get a few people in here and a couple of them, I tell you what. Once we reach a measly $60 in donations, that will feed one family for 30 days. And as a matter of fact, hang on. I was told we was going to get a little challenge to start the show. Let me see if we have it. Got to make sure we get that in here. We do have a little something to start the show off with. Robert Palmer from across the way to where it's what time is it's 3 a.m. over there. Robert
Yes,
Palmer has issued a $20 challenge to get the ball rolling. So let's raise the goal to $80 because he told me he was going to do that earlier today. So if we can raise them easily, so we just need either three $20 donations, six $10, whatever you can do in the spirit of Christmas. Then I will tell the fire story. And if we don't, fuck it. You've heard all you're going to hear from me tonight. Because this is a special members only show. Facebook will be with us.
for a little bit.
10 to 15 minutes. I would say by 10:30, Facebook will have had its opportunity. If you're not a Filipino and you're in there freeloading, we will totally fucking ignore you. I promise you that. This show is to help people. Tyler C. from the NC. How you doing, Tyler C? We have Daniel Lemley has matched the $20 challenge, so now we only need to raise 40 more. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel's a good guy, man.
Yes, you can always count on Daniel.
Matter of fact, I talked to him on the phone the other day. I gave him my landline number. He gave me a call, and he helped set up one of those. And this is a way you can donate without pulling a nickel out of your pocket. Those SendWave accounts that I send out. Bob has got one. Coltrane and the Invisible Man will start referring to him as. He's busy.
The alleged Coltrane.
God, he shows up here. He shows up here less than Lewis Black shows up on The Daily Show, which I've seen him twice this year. So Lewis Black says he's the only one that works less than Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart normally works 3 out of 4 weeks on Mondays. So, but Lewis Black's got a better deal than he's got. So let's see, what do we got? So we have the $20 challenge, which he agreed to do that earlier today. We have that match by Daniel Lemley, so we appreciate that. And I have there's one project in here, and this is going to go over me replacing my microwave and my air fryer. I got an oven. I can fry shit on top of the stove. I can bake shit in the oven. I have loved my air fryer. I'll tell you that. I think somebody just trying to prove they have my landline. I don't know. It only rang once. Daniel, you had your...
Kenny, I'm trying to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, King. Goddamn shit. Answer the goddamn phone. What? You're live? Fuck you. There you go. Fuck you. Now, who's voice? That's Mickey Mouse. That's Mickey.
There you go.
Hi, King. Yeah.
Hi, Pluto.
Hey, King. Come on down to Disneyland. Well, I guess if I'm going to come down to it, I got to go to Disney World, I guess.
I guess you go down to Disneyland, too.
But no,
Down
Evelyn.
very far to the west.
Evelyn has the worst roof I have seen yet. And I misunderstood her first request. I said, Evelyn, how much would it cost to fix your roof? And if Bob has the time, eventually throughout the show, I want to show the dress that we got for Honey Rose. Honey Rose is watching the show tonight. I doubt she has a membership, so I doubt she can comment unless she's watching on Facebook. But we got her some food earlier, and she says, I hope I'm not asking for too much, but I saw 2 dresses I would really love to have for Christmas. And her family had a rough way to go. And she's in her junior year of college. You like to reward the college kids as much as you can. And I said, well, how much are the dresses? She says, well, normally they're 400 pesos, but they're on sale for 290. So I did the math on that. And I said, well, God, we could get the kid 2 dresses for what's 600 pesos, Bob? 12, 13 bucks.
Yeah, right.
I said, all right. I said, send me a picture of the dress. So she sends me a picture. I said, well, where can you get them at? She says, well, they're down the road from me a little bit. All right. So I sent her enough money for transportation to go get them. She got her 2 lovely dresses. The second one is a long, kind of formal looking dress. I mean, not ballroom formal, but a nice looking dress. And so if 12 or 13 bucks makes the kid that happy, makes her feel good about herself, something she can wear to school from time to time when they're not in specific uniform, they get non-uniform days over there. What the fuck? I've done the same thing for Eunice and Art Gel and Ruby May and various others that are in college over there. Can't name them all. And so and like I said, Chris is wanting to get a little something. Female Chris is wanting to get a little something for her kids. But we did send her some money recently to help her out a little bit, and was happy to do that. But we're trying to help her. But the roof problem, Evelyn might have the worst roof I've seen yet. Well, it ain't a roof. It's when you see the pictures coming up here later in the show, it ain't a roof. So she's sent me what she needed to tarp the roof. And I don't think it's tarp. I think we're misinterpreting tarp as opposed to what I view as a tarp and what they call a tarp. So she said, well, my neighbors had the same problem I had. And for 80 pieces, this is what they did. And she sent me a picture of it. I said, well, that looks a hell of a lot better. So I did the math of what she was trying to tell me. And I said, honey, that's 8,000 pesos. You know, and that's what, Bob, $160. I said, we just don't have the money for that, especially after raising money to kind of rebuild Jambi's place a little bit. Maybe down the road, but you know, that's
and we've had other expenses that we haven't shared on the show.
We have
with some of our more regular
medical issues, and Eunice's mother needed medication to keep working. She's trying to earn 30,000 pesos a month to where we don't have to help her as much. So we're
Jellybean's father is really sick.
Yeah,
really sick, apparently.
Yeah, apparently so. Sicker than I even had heard. And and shit y'all don't even hear about. And we just try to keep these people's heads above water. And you know, oh shit, God forbid a show try to help people. Well, they're not Americans. Yeah, because I hear that every now and then. Well, they're people. God damn it, they're people. And Americans can get help. I'm living fucking proof of that. I've had some tough times, and there's never been a time that I haven't asked our government or our supplemental places around here for help. It might not be directly like LIHEAP. I guess I don't even know if LIHEAP's considered government, but if you're having rent issues or electric issues and you're on disability, something like that, or they're jacking people's rent up like crazy, which just happened to me, they will step in and help. Maybe not every month, but trying to give you some breathing room every now and then. And the Philippines has nothing like that. In the worst of times, you might get 2 boxes of canned goods dropped at your door during COVID. That was their relief from the government. Here's some canned goods. And not normally enough to feed the whole family in most cases either. I remember, goddamn, what was her name? Shit. There were so many J names going through my head. Not Jeanette, another one. Oh, it doesn't matter. A girl with a name of a J. They dropped off a few canned goods, and she had a family of like 5 people, and they got canned goods that wasn't even enough to feed one person. And the government, here, hope you get through COVID and all. So that's what we're doing, is trying to help some people. We are members only tonight. We're going to keep Facebook open for 9 more minutes. Mylene is someone that we just helped recently as well. We surprised a few people when we did pretty good on the show the other day. We had several people surprised. But if you write my inbox and you would like to help, maybe you don't have much money, but you would like to help with $40. Well, this is how you can do it. Write my inbox on Facebook Messenger or Twitter, X, whatever the hell you call it, and say, Kenny, I would like to help. And you might have to send $5, but I'll send you the $5 if you don't have it. And Bob has done it. Coltrane's done it. His wife has done it. Michigan Mike is getting ready to do it for us. Dan Lemley has done it. Randy Satterley's done it. And a few others. A few family members of mine have done it. And it kicks us an extra $40, 20 from your end and 20 from my end.
So what you're doing is you're setting up a Sendwave account using the referral code Kenny's got. You have to use that referral link, and then when you send your first transaction,
like Tyler C's a good guy. Let's say I sent Tyler C this link on Twitter, because that's the only way I interact with him. And if I send him the link and he clicks the link, Tyler C could set up a Sendwave account, which you pick the country you want to help, which you click Philippines. And then I send you the person we're trying to help. And Tyler could take $5 of his own money, but they get 25. And then I could help either another person, or if that same person, like with the roof, they're going to need more money than $20. I could send her, but I'll be sending her more than 5, but we'll just use 5 as an example. That's what we're trying to fix. And if Bob has the pictures of what that's the roof. I said, well, that ain't a roof. That's what they need to fix.
A hole.
So she originally, the way I understood it, I thought it was going to cost 8,000 pesos. She says, no, you misunderstood. So she recalculated and retabulated what needed to be done. we can buy these 80 pieces of things that are needed to fix that roof, and her neighbor can do it. It will run about 1,500 pesos. And she said 12 to 1,500. I said, well, let's guess high. Let's go with 1,500. That is right at $30. I said, okay, do you have anybody that can do this work? She said, well, my neighbor's already done it for his house. And I sent Bob a picture of that. I hope he has it, of what it will look like when it's done. And that is, I said, well, what's the labor charge? She writes back 350 pesos. I said, nope, we're not going to pay that. She says, why not? And I said, so we're going to pay more. I said, that's a lot of fucking work for $7. I said, let's pay him 15. And King's a great guy. Well, we're going to double what he's asking for. You know, the wages of most people over in the Philippines work anywhere from 300 to 450 pesos a day. He says he can get this thing done in one day. Let's give him 15 fucking dollars. Let's give him 700 pesos instead of the 350 he's asking for, because when she says, well, Mr. Bolin says, no, we're not going to pay you 350, he'd probably lower it to 300 or 250 just to get the work. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to be good to the man. And if anybody wants to help pay him a little bit more, we're not going to turn it down. But let's get $15 labor and then $30 for the materials. So we're looking at 45. So let's go for $50. $50 will fix her fucking roof. And when Bob finds the picture of the completed version, or do you see it?
I'm looking. There's a few things to have to dig back through.
Yeah, it should be rather recent on what the completed version looks like. If not, I'll find it for you. But say I sent TC the referral link. TC clicks it, and TC can call me on my landline like I've done for everybody else that wanted to help. And you make a $5 donation, they get 25. If you don't have $5, I'll send it to you. Someone's going to scam me for $5. You know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
No, I make you.
Sorry, King. I tried to send the 5, but it didn't work.
Yeah, God damn it, man. No, I make them have the account set up and ready to go, and then I send them the name of the person that needs the help. And then if anyone ever says, "Well, I wonder if King really ever sends any of these people that money," well, number one, they come on here and thank us all the time. Number two, you're helping me do it. And the only place that $20 can go is to a Filipino.
Yeah, and for those of you who gripe about why is it we can't send the money, no, you can. Here you go.
Yeah. Oh, I've had people like, why can't we send money? Well, number one, it's a pain in the ass, and Bob will be the first to tell you that. And here's the thing: not only can you do this, but it's done anonymously. Yeah, let's go with that word. I was going to use let's go with anonymously. They don't know who sent the money.
Anonymously.
Yeah, they have no idea who sent the money. And of course, I give you credit if you want it. And like with Dan Lemley, I wrote the family that got the help. Hey, Dan Lemley did this for us. Hey, Randy Satterley did this for us.
Well, and
Michigan Mike's working on helping you, my friend.
Being anonymous is a good thing sometimes, because you will, as Jason and I can both tell you, you will get Filipinos who have no idea who they are going, hey, I heard you helped blah, 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 blah.
George once said, once you give the arena rats cheese.
Exactly.
Oh, look at this. Yard Cards of Lexington with another $25 donation. They just donated.
That's Largo. No, that we don't know who that is, did it, right?
Yeah, he was in here the other day. Yeah, I did find out who that is. Yes.
Okay. All right.
TC from the NC has donated $10.
All right.
We have a donation on Venmo from Neil Rigg has donated $5.
Not Neil Patrick Harris.
And then down in Australia, it's an international show now. We have Robert Palmer, your favorite. Robert Palmer kicked the show off with a $20 challenge. Paul RJ from Australia has donated. There he is. He's in here taking credit already before I can even tell him. Paul donated 10. And Dan Lemley, he's in the chat room right now, and it's real easy to set up. You do have to scan your driver's license to prove who you are, because anybody can set up these fake accounts and just rip them off for $40 a pop all day long. And yeah, I would have been doing that. So, but no, there's a reason you have to scan your license, and then you take a facial scan to prove that the person setting up the account is the possessor of the license. That's the hardest thing there is to do. Bob has done it. Coltrane's done it. Daniel Lemley, that you see in here now, has done it. Was a huge help to us. And well, Trump has not helped the market recently. That's the first dress, and that's the second dress. Let's go back to the first one again. That's the first one she got. Real summery, nice and cool. And her name is Honey Rose, and there's roses on the dress. Well, that's perfect. 290 pesos, under $6 for that dress. And she got it just before Christmas. I was so happy for her. And then the second dress, she had to wait for it to come in. And she went down yesterday and got it. She borrowed her sister's shoes. And she said, well, those are my sisters. I said, well, find out how much they are. I'll get you your own shoes to go with you. That way you don't have to, because the sister can get moody every now and then. And the shoes are about $6. I said, well, so the dress was under $6. And she borrowed her sister's shoes. I told her, within the next show or two, we'll get her a pair of shoes. And I think that's just cute as hell, I told her she looked like a little movie star coming down. And some people have said that she looks like the Filipino. Cameron said it. Cameron said she looks like the Filipino version of Shelley Duvall. And at first, I didn't think that was a compliment at all. But I went back and looked up some old black and white pictures.
Young Shelley Duvall is very, very pretty.
Shelley was gorgeous. Had the great big eyes. The Shelley Duvall of The Shining and Popeye might not be over flattering any. And then I sent Honey Rose some pictures. She says, I kind of see it. Like I said, yeah, you're the Filipino version of Shelley Duvall. But I was so happy for her. For $12, the kid got 2 dresses and feels good about herself. Those are nice summery dresses. It's always fucking hot or raining over there. And so let's see where we're at in the financial, because I did say I was going to tell the story about the fire once we cracked $80 total.
We have 75.
We're at 75. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I should have said
Thank you, Paul. That is a rough exchange rate.
That is a rough exchange.
50 Aussie dollars for 10 US. That is.
Yeah, that's thank you, Donald. Thank you, Donald. No, the markets have took a bit of a beat down because it peaked, I think, at 45,000 with Biden, and once Trump, because it went up a little bit. Like a couple
right
days
after the election, a few days. Then he started announcing his cabinet.
Panama, Canada, Mexico, and Greenland. Now, who's the owners of Greenland again? Help me out.
The Dutch, I think, own Greenland.
The Dutch. So, yeah, now once we start trying to piss off every fucking border ally we've got, the market is a little worried.
Denmark.
There you go, Denmark. So now that he's pissed those with. And it turns out we found out why he wants Panama so bad. They tore down his sign. I don't know if you saw this on Twitter or not. Somebody went out there with some bolt cutters and cut his name off some building he had over there. And apparently he didn't pay the rent on it or something. He was just renting his name. And he didn't pay it. And they went up there and cut the goddamn letters off his building. So he's revenge seeking against Panama. Because due to, once again, something he didn't pay for, they cut the lettering off. And I remember seeing it on the news when it happened. They was very proud to take his name off that building. And it ain't like they had to climb up, take it up. It was like in front of the building or something. And it's all over Twitter today. And they're posting, we knew he had a reason. He had to grudge fuck Panama. And this is the reason he's trying to get back at them. Well, if you guys send me $10, I'm rich. Well, apparently so, yeah. Send him 20, shit. It's double rich. So
now I wonder if he gets $20 US or if he gets his $20 Australian.
I don't know how. I would say he would get the Australian exchange, wouldn't you think?
I would think probably.
I would think. I mean, if he gets fucked when he sends us money, he should benefit when somebody here sends him money, I would think, wouldn't you?
No, I mean, he would get 50 if we sent it US. I was thinking if he did the Sendwave thing, if he would get a $20 Australian or $20 US.
Oh, you know what? I doubt he can send it up because I think this is an American thing for foreign countries only. So Paul RJ would be disqualified
from
participating because the Filipinos can't use it either. Because I sent them the join link and told them what I was trying to do, and they actually tried to join. I said, well, no, you can't send money to yourself. and it wouldn't even let them use it. It would not. It's not for Filipinos, so no. So it probably does not work in foreign countries. So Paul RJ's off.
I was hoping to get him 100 Australian dollars.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're watching the show and you want to help us send $40 to a family for the cost of $10, $5 from me and $5 from you, that's a way we can do it. And like I said, you see Dan Lindley in here telling you how easy it is. Randy Satterley was. Now, Randy ran into a bit of a problem because his bank was blocking the transaction. He was trying to send $10 on top of the $20 free they were going to get. Bob, have you found the finished version of that roof yet? Because that's going to be very important.
Not, because I looked and looked. So
well,
you got it, Andy.
I could have sworn I sent it to you, but let me.
You did, and I remember seeing it, but I just
hang on here a minute.
Scrolling, and I see a toilet. Oh wait, hold on. It's part of another message.
Finished. If you want to show what we did for Eunice's family, you remember how bad that was.
So let me save that real quick.
Okay. And then found the roof.
I found the roof. Yeah, I was looking for an individual picture, but it's actually part of a message. So that's where.
Okay.
That's where save image. So let me save that, and I'll crop that image so that we don't hand out Evelyn's private information.
They said they needed 80 pieces of to buy. I just sent you that. Okay, and then I'm sending you this again. All right. That is what the roof is going to look like when it's done. So now you have exactly what you need.
Okay, perfect.
And that's from Evelyn. Let me see if I can find a picture of Evelyn. Evelyn also got roughed up by her live-in partner because he was drunk and would not buy food or anything for the family. And I told her to put him in jail. That drug out for a few days. Finally locked his ass. Excuse me?
I said a drunk Filipino man. What a shock.
Go figure.
I've got pictures of him.
It's almost like go figure a drunk American man. It's
I think
alcohol and guns.
It's her with the little baby behind her. She's got the pink dress on.
Yeah. I think show it to me, and that's probably her because she does have a little baby, and she was trying to feed the baby. So the live-in partner of several years, he had money for alcohol, but he did not have any money for food for the baby and his.
Amazing.
I think he said they've lived together for 6 or 7 years, 5 or 6 years.
So that's her.
That's her. That's Evelyn. That's her little baby.
All right. So that is what we're hoping to do. We want to turn that into that.
Yeah. And she's got a guy that will do it. He said he would do it for $350. I said, no, let's pay him $7. That way he'll be really motivated to do it. And any of you out there that have agreed to do something and says, no, I'm going to pay you double, then you're really going to be motivated to do it. So let's don't pay him $7. Let's pay him closer to $15.
That's the Undertaker.
And I'll even put up. If we can raise another 100 tonight, if we want to do an auction, I'll see if I can rifle through my pictures here in a little bit. We'll put something else up front. I mean, you all have seen the names of all the people I've got autographs of. Right, whose autograph would you all want?
There's the old bathroom.
Like. Yeah.
And that's what it looks like today.
That's what it looks like today, one day later. New toilet, because the one they had was cracked. It was not only cracked where you sit, it was cracked in the bottom. And they have to manually flush their toilets. There's not a system of water running through there. They have to get buckets and manually flush their toilets. And so they're all very happy. And you could go to the bathroom to shower or use the bathroom. And if anybody was standing outside that wall, they could watch you shower or go to the bathroom. And it's been like that for a few months, and I didn't know it. One of the storms just wrecked that wall and roof in there, but he fixed the floor, the wall, the roof. And what did we do for everything, Bob? About $50?
Yeah,
50 or 60. 50 or 60. The bathroom is fixed. So, Honey Rose, we just showed both your dresses, and everyone says you look lovely. I'll speak for everybody.
So everybody better say that right now.
Yeah, everybody say it. If somebody type in a Honey Rose, you looked absolutely.
We don't want to make Kenny into a liar.
Honey Rose, you look like a paragon of sartorial pulchritude. You could do that.
You look marvelous.
Now, my brother won't be saying that because he would have to learn how to spell paragon sartorial.
Yep.
And
that's a sneak.
That's a teaser.
That was a sneak teaser.
That's a teaser. Because we're still. Are you watching the show, Honey Rose? We're live on Facebook for a few more minutes and on YouTube. It is members only show to comment, but you can still see the show. And on Facebook, you can comment. There we go. So we'll keep Facebook open 6 more minutes. Kenny, did you meet Rick Rude? Oh yeah, I met him a few times back in his Memphis days, and along with that was the era of David Schultz, Phil Hickerson, Dennis Condrey, long before the Midnight Express. But yeah, I met him a few times. I'm not going to say we were overly. I would not call us friends. We were not friends, but we were aware of each other. And I don't know if I had much interaction with him once he went to the WWE. The interaction I had with Rick Rude was during his Memphis days. And so no, I don't have any autographs of Rick Rude. Bob, I'm going to kick out just a minute. How did we do on our? I think I did all right on my Thursday. On my
you have done pretty decent. Let's see here. Let me bring that up real quick. You are 2-1 so far. You got both games right on Christmas. Seattle screwed us by winning by 3.
Everybody.
Well,
Pat McAfee was eating
3.5 point favorites, and they won by 3 in the worst game I have seen in a long time.
Pat McAfee says we're pissing people off even talking about this game. This game was an embarrassment to the NFL. Did you see SmackDown tonight? What did you think of it? I'm 15 minutes away from seeing everything I wanted to see. There's apparently an interview I haven't seen. I saw the finish of the women's deal. Here's Vanessa. How you doing, Vanessa? Yeah, we're going to have Facebook open maybe 5 more minutes, or we're trying to give Honey Rose an opportunity to see some of the show. Let's show Honey Rose's dresses one more time in case she's just now being able to pop into the show. Wow, my hair still looks good. And a little summer dress there. That was $5 and change for that dress. And she's our college kid. She's going to be a senior next year. And that is what I called a formal-looking dress, along with her sister's shoes, which are about apparently $5 or $6 shoes, give or take. And the Shelley Duvall of the Philippines. I never thought that until Cameron pointed it out. By the way, that is the world's most powerful fan. I bought them that fan about 2 years ago, Bob, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
I've chatted with her before when to make sure she's got her money and everything, see how everything's going with school and everything. And we'll have a video chat, or she'll just send me a video updating me on everything. And that fan will be on it in the background. I started to say I'd kill 4 of my 8 squirrels. No, I wouldn't do that. But I have never seen a fan more powerful than that one. She says that people across the hallway can feel the breeze from that thing when she cranks it up. You'll hear it in the background going, God damn. So I'm thinking, well, there's no way that fan's going to last with it blowing that hard. 2 years later, that son of a bitch is blowing as hard now. God, I got a joke I want to tell, but I can't. Yeah, there's those big eyes right there. Those some big eyes.
Yeah.
Some might say too big. Those are anime eyes before there was anime.
That's right.
But those are her 2 dresses. So
it's
young
Honey Rose.
Young Honey Rose, Americanized with big eyes. There we go.
With American eyes.
With American eyes. I'm watching you. And so no, I was so happy for such a little amount of money to make somebody happy during Christmas. And Vanessa, we have been some help to recently, trying to wait for her to get her first paycheck. As Bob said, oh, yeah, let's just hire somebody and work your ass off for 45 days, and then we'll fucking pay you. With deductions, of course.
Sure.
So Vanessa's waiting to get her
fees and setup stuff and payroll setup fees. And
Eunice's mother's going through the same thing. Vanessa's mother, Jamelia, we're trying. I just sent her money to help her get certification to be able to get her a job. It's not going to pay as much as theirs, but at least it's work. And so Jamelia, we're going to try and get a little bit more help to get her over the top to get her into her paying job. I think it's going to pay 550 pesos a day. They're both doing better than that. Vanessa and Eunice's mother. They're looking at getting 30,000 pesos per month. And yeah, there'll be deductions out of that, but at least they can be self-sufficient on that because Vanessa's house is paid for. Eunice's house is now paid for thanks to the show. Vanessa's house is greatly improved thanks to the show. They have a nice comfort room, as they call it, now thanks to the show. And we're still a few bucks away from me telling the story.
Just $5. Someone can drop $5 in this room.
Eunice says she's not Eunice, but Honey Rose says she's on her way to the store to buy water for drink. That's what I'd do with it if I was going to go buy water. That's what I'd do.
You go watch her drink, yeah.
Well, I guess I could watch her drink water. I mean, what else am I doing, right?
Exactly.
I'm checking to see. We still do not have the additional $5 to $10 for me to tell this story. And nobody has wrote my inbox saying, Kenny, I would like to set up a SendWave account.
I would love to help with SendWave, said Billy Sellers. Not. Come on.
Billy Sellers has not offered to help yet. I've sent him how to do it, but he hasn't offered to do it yet. So yeah, we're waiting on somebody to get us to the $80 mark for me to tell the story. And we only have 15 minutes to do it. I'm going to be strict on this, man.
Let me make sure that I got it all here. We got $20 from Robert Palmer.
Yes.
We got $20 from Daniel Lindley.
We do.
We got $20 from the Yard Cards of Lexington.
I think it was 25.
Oh, was it? So if that's the case, then we might be over. Neil Rigg gave 5.
Yeah, I think Yard Card did 20. I mean, let me double check. I don't want to over credit anybody. Yard Cards of Lexington sent $25.
All right. Well, in that case,
he puts in it, feed people. Well, we can do that.
Feed the world. Do they
$5 from Neil? Maybe Neil was tracking the $80, and that might be why he sent 5 on.
We are at $80. Thanks to
we are at 80.
Thanks to Paul RJ donating an arm and a leg to get us $10 US.
He did. All right. Well, here's first of all, one of you mofos out there, but just better talk about for a man who will be 65 on March the 16th. Just talk about how good the hair looks. Just come on. Just do it. Because I don't want to be the one to have to do it all the time. I don't like to sit here and brag. All right, I enjoy it. So I'll just do it. You're off the hook. What happened is that I have the air fryer and the microwave in the kitchen. The air fryer sits on top of the microwave. Even to this day, there you go. Marvelous. You look marvelous. You really do. You really do. The way your things go boobity, boobity, boobity. That is Billy Crystal talking to Hulk Hogan, making Hulk Hogan laugh his ass off on Saturday Night Live during a live show. I'm sure it's on YouTube. So I'm eating kind of light last night. I was going to have dinner with my son. He ran into a cousin that he had not seen in about 11 years. They're walking around on Market Street. Chris and his lady had gone to the theater to see a play. They come out of the play, and Bobby goddamn runs into his cousin. Hadn't seen her in 11 or 12 years. Hey, goddamn, why don't we go to dinner? Her and her man was there, her husband, who had moved to Evansville. They just came to Louisville to visit family. They lived in Evansville. Might be why I hadn't seen him in 11 years, 12 years. And Chris calls me, and he's supposed to be picking me up right about 8 o'clock. And I was going to have 3 or 4 little spinach bites as a snack. I don't know if you know what they are or not. I get them at Costco. And they take about 10, 12 minutes to air fry. So I was just making, because I don't know what time we're actually going to be eating dinner, and I wanted a little something to hold me over till we had dinner. And he gives me a call. I said, no, go ahead. No, you ain't seen her in 11 or 12 years. We'll get together Friday. Go to Costco, Sam's, get a little shopping, grocery shopping done. Not knowing that I might need an air fryer and a microwave as well. And so I'm in here eating the spinach bites. I made 5 of them, and I've eaten 2 of the 5. And then all of a sudden, pop! You hear this big pop from the kitchen. And everything in here shuts down, except overhead lighting. Overhead lighting's working, but if it's plugged into a socket, it's not. You tell them to go. Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah.
Just like that. And that's what they did too, because so I'm sitting here for about 2 going, God damn it. I guess But it normally, if it's going to short circuit the kitchen plug, which for whatever reason, if anything in that kitchen wall blows, it blows everything in the house except the bedroom. All the internet shit is hooked up in here. So if it's internet related, computer related, that TV related, that shit wasn't working that you just heard activate. The kitchen circuit breaker runs it all. So I'm sitting here like just pissed, knowing I ain't jack shit I can do. The only way you can get the electric turned back on is to call maintenance and have them come here, go upstairs to the second floor, go down the stairs into the basement, find the circuit and flip it and get my electric back on. Well, no one's answering the phone after 8 o'clock last night. I left 3 messages. There is an emergency number, and I am furious that no one's returning my call. I said, my goddamn, I haven't told the rest of the story. So I hear the pop. I walk into the kit. I start smelling smoke. So I get up from the computer desk, take a few steps into the kitchen. The air fryer and the microwave are roaring. I'm not talking a flame. I'm talking roaring. The fire is so big, I'm going, I hope I can work out fire extinguisher to put this fucking shit out. Or I'm going to open the door, let the dogs run out, and we're going to stand out there until the fire department gets here, and I'll grab my cell phone, call 911. So I grabbed the fire extinguisher. It's got so many hooks and bullshit things attached to it to where you don't accidentally trigger it. I've never used a fire extinguisher before. So I can't get the fucker to work. The fire's getting bigger. Microwave totally engulfed. The air fryer, the back of it, totally engulfed. Next to that is the garbage can full of fucking paper and a 50-pound bag of dog food that was just emptied, full of paper, trash. That's going to ignite pretty fucking easily. And then there's a big plastic mat on the floor. If flames get on that, that's going to go up. And I'm thinking, I got to do something. Bob had pointed out something to me, post description of all this that I had thought about, but now I'm going, the dogs are going to run off. If they see anybody they think's a threat to me, they're going to attack them. That's going to be problems. There's no way I can hook up all 3 of them, control them, get outside, sit in the fucking rain and the cold, waiting for the fire department to get here as I watch everything I fucking own burn up. I've got renter's insurance that covers $30,000. I'm pretty sure everything in here combined, as I found out from previous fires, you have a lot more shit than you think you do. When you factor everything in and clothing, and when you just start factoring in everything, $30,000 wouldn't touch everything that's in this house. You think it would, but it don't. So now I'm thinking I'm going to sit here and just watch everything I got burned. I'm going to have on a pair of shorts and a shirt, maybe a jacket if I got time to grab it. And so I got to do something. So Popeye's glasses are sitting in there. Those big Popeye's drinks I bring home. I keep one handy to fill the dog's water bowl up with. I fill the glasses up, and I must dump 6 or 7 glasses of water just as fast as I can on top of the air fryer and the microwave, wondering if it's going to work. Well, the first one hit, and it didn't look like it didn't do shit. Second one hit, nah. Third one hit, now it's starting to fade. So about the 6th glass of water, the fire's out, but smoking like a fucking bitch. And now every smoke alarm, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 3 smoke alarms in here. One in the kitchen, one in the living room, one in the bedroom. And they're all going off simultaneously. My neighbor walks by, hears all the alarms going off, knocks on my window. T from upstairs knocks on my window. Kenny, is everything all right in there? I'm going, no. So I'm trying to herd the dogs into the bedroom. Open the door. He sees the smoke gushing out of here because the smoke is filling up pretty good. God damn, Kenny, you need to get out of there. I said, well, I can't. I was like, because I got nowhere to take the dogs. He said, well, leave all the windows open. I said, I'm all right. So he comes in and he's trying to shut the smoke alarms off, using a Scaramucci book to wave in front of the alarms, even though he's not tall enough to reach it, nor am I, because these are 13-foot ceilings. So we're not having any luck. Finally, the windows are open and the doors are open long enough that the alarms finally shut off. And if I had not been home, I guarantee you this level's gone. At least the front level because there's also a ground floor in the back. Then there's 2 upstairs levels. And then there's a 3rd level where T lives. The whole building might have gone. So I'm mad that nobody from TCB management is calling me No one's returning my calls. Hey, I got a fucking fire here. My electric's out. It's going to be cold tonight. I'd like to have some heat if that wouldn't be a fucking issue. And I'd like to have some electricity. I'm sitting here in the, with overhead lighting and nothing else. No one calls me. I called this morning, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. How you doing? And Evelyn's in here now. So Bob, as I'm telling the story, if you want to show bad roof, good roof, Evelyn, honey, we're trying to raise the money to get your roof fixed, sweetie. But what will get that done is if 2 measly people set up that SendWave account, 2 people will raise enough money to fix that roof. All I need are 2 of you, be it Jazzy Jana, be it Nicole, anybody that lives in the United States.
That's the current roof right there. Roof. And that's what we're trying to get it to. And
that's what we're trying. That's what her neighbor can do. And he wants 350 pesos. I don't want to do that. I want to pay him 700. If we can get a total of $60, we can fix that roof. $60. I would like to use the money we have now for food for families that are needing food, and let's set up 2 or 3 SendWave accounts, and it pays for the roof. We pitch in $5 a piece, and then the $20 bonuses that come with it, because you get 20, I get 20. So every one of those accounts we set up is $40. We set up 2 of them, $80. So we just need 2 of you. 2 of you handles that. So who wants to be the 2? Billy Sellers. Billy, do you have $5? If not, I'll send it to you. And if you set up the account and you call me every now and then anyway, I'll guide you through what to do. Billy, you can give $40 to that girl that you will be responsible for to fix her roof. And then we need 1 more person to do it. That's all we need. Doesn't sound that hard, does it, Bob?
Nope.
Why is Billy not talking? Your luck, it didn't get real bad, Kenny. Well,
yeah.
I mean, the luck is right. With my son. Yeah. If I left with my son, I'd have 3 dead dogs, a dead cat. Chris is now the cat would have got out. So that's the back of the air fryer that was for sale the day before. Cameron wanted to buy it for his mother, and he says, and if she decides she just doesn't want a better air fryer, because he said their air fryer's the shits. He says that maybe I got a friend that would like to buy it, because it's a $129 air fryer. I
probably knew that you were trying to sell it, and it rebelled.
It did not want a new home. It was like some teenage kids. It did not want a new home. So that's the results of the air fryer. The microwave, where you see the melted plastic at, all that was on fire. And you wouldn't know it from looking at it, but that entire air fryer was gulped in flames, and so was the back half of the microwave. I asked the maintenance man when they come up here and checked everything out, I said, do you think that microwave still works? He said, for what it's been through, and 6 glasses of water dumped on top of it, and there are vent holes in the microwave, he says, I don't think I'd do it. He says, and Michigan Mike already has the groundwork laid to help us. He just got back from Vegas. So Michigan Mike's good for 1. Now we just need 1 more, be it Billy Sellers or whomever. The stipulation is that you have to have a bank account or a Venmo account. Probably Cash App would work. Venmo does, because a lot of the people I help, I use the Venmo money to do it with. I also have my Chase bank account attached to it. Bob has an account attached to his. It's not a big deal. Several of you have done it, and we've helped many families with it, with that found the $40. So 2 of you can fix that girl's roof. Michigan Mike says he'll help me tomorrow. Maybe Mr. Lancaster can get his situation straightened out tomorrow. And but he's already got a family in need that he wanted to help. He's already got all their information and everything. Michigan Mike, I don't remember if I sent him Evelyn's information or no, I sent him, I think, Lena's information, because Lena hasn't had any help in a long time, and we're trying to get her little money for food, rice over Christmas. So I still need 2 of you to do this to fix her roof, and then we can use the other money to feed families and send them $20 a pop. And the more of you that do it, the more it is. Merry Christmas to you too, Evelyn. We showed a picture. Can we show a picture of Evelyn and her baby? Do we still have that up? And yeah, that's so it doesn't sound bad, but had I not been here, it would have been real bad. And even being here, it was scary. And then Bob said, that is a Jasmine. That's Jasmine.
All right.
Jasmine's dress is a little bit like Honey Rose's.
Like Honey Rose's, yeah, I noticed that
a little bit, yeah.
Oh, no, wait, no. No, there's Jasmine. So
that's Jasmine again. That's Jasmine with a jacket like mine. Only her.
This is the one that it just didn't have. This one didn't have a name on it. So let me fix that.
Yeah, those two are Jasmine. As a matter of fact, we've shown those a few times. You can delete the Jasmine pictures if you like.
All right. So
pretty girl. You know, there's that one. And well, Jasmine and her look a little bit like, don't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look a little bit. And I think they're both 22 or 23. I think. Yeah, I think
there's my inner spirit animal.
That is not a good looking one, right? Not at all. That is not at all. Oh, Michigan Mike hadn't got back home yet. Oh, that is Jin Jen. That's that's Jin. Oh, is that Giselle?
That's Giselle.
God damn, she looks a lot like Jin Jen.
There's Jambi, damn it.
You know, I haven't heard from Giselle in a while. That's Jambi, damn it. And Jambi was
delete her picture.
Oh, we got to show the video of the dogs playing today.
All right.
Yeah, Giselle looks a lot like Jeanette. Not Jeanette, but Ginger.
Let me find that video.
Yeah. Oh, the dogs playing on the new floor today. All I could do was sit there and smile. She says her and her kids are so happy that it feels like a real house now. The roof is fixed. The wall's fixed. Yeah, Mike, I thought you were home already. I never dreamed you were still in Chicago, but there's been a lot of flight delays. So
yeah, we've had bad weather here.
And Mike, Mike's a pretty smart guy. He's probably going to figure out what to do on his own. But if you need any help, Mike, on doing that, just call my landline, and I'll guide you through it. Probably still going to help Lena the information about but I need 2 people to set up that account. Write my inbox. Tell me that you'd like to help. It won't cost you any money because if you don't have the $5, I'll send it to you. Dan Limley sent him 20. I told him all he had to do was send 5. He's no, man. Let's help him. So he sent 20 of his own. They got $40. I think it was 2,347 pesos to be exact.
Yeah, I just
no wonder the dog was so happy. I was ready to get up and dance to that music. No wonder the dog was jamming.
I just deleted the earlier as I was making room, deleted the ruined floors, but
well, that's all right.
You guys have seen that.
People have seen the ruined floors, and we can always post them another day. I don't like to put my ID card on the internet. What, Billy? Because you're so fucking goddamn sexy. You want to trade information with a mythical girl from the mountains of North Carolina. It ain't. Never mind, Billy. Never mind. You got all these smart people in here, like me and Bob and Jazzy Jana and Michigan Mike, various others, who have access to a fair amount of money, attaching our names and IDs to an account to help people.
And it's not like you're throwing it up on Imager or Google, images or something, Billy. It's an encrypted play. The transactions.
And Bob's an IT guy. If it was dangerous, Bob, hang on, Bob. Bob's an IT guy. If it was dangerous, Bob wouldn't fucking be doing it. And he would say, "No, Kenny, don't do that," because Bob would know before I would. And I had a pretty good fucking idea it was safe. But all right, Billy.
Billy, do you think that we can read your MasterCard from the YouTube memberships too?
We've had people that think that when they donate, we can see.
Oh my gosh,
Bob,
do you go ahead,
Billy? When you donate in here, that money is coming from a card of some type. It's the same fucking thing. When you donate in here, when you send me money through Cash App, it's the same thing. Your picture of your beautiful face doesn't change shit. Everybody I do business with, most of them have my ID. But maybe Billy's the genius. I don't know.
Could be.
So there's $40 we ain't getting. Thank you, Michigan Mike. Thank you for doing it for us. Billy going, I pissed him off again. Oh, Billy's going to block me tonight again.
Yeah, again. And then he'll wait, and then a couple days later he'll unblock you.
I don't like to put my ID card on the internet. Billy, you had to show an ID to get a Facebook account. You did that.
I bet you had to show an ID to get on that dating app.
I bet you did. All right. We're just gonna run shows where we bash Billy for 30 minutes.
Welcome to the Bash Billy Hour.
All right, Billy, fair enough. Like a Trump supporter, some of them you can't help. Chris Schmidt's another one I've been yelling at. That little fucker ain't set one up yet either.
Well, he's a bad Chris, though. What do you expect?
He is bad Chris. And shout out to good Chris again, who donated $75 the other day to help us have the good night. We really appreciated that. Michigan Mike had donated $50 while he was in Vegas. He's out there rolling and don't. Mike, how did you do in Vegas? Did it go? Did you come out plus or minus on your trip to Vegas? And have we killed Facebook? I don't guess it matters now, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, we're not getting anybody but the Filipinos talking on Facebook.
Yeah, I didn't see any freeloaders trying to chime in. So
Kenny, you know, certain internet memes have been around for quite a long time. Do you want to feel old? You remember the side-eyed girl?
Actually, I don't.
You don't remember that meme?
The little bitch ain't changed much, has she? No, I did not remember that one. I missed.
Oh no, that was kind of like the anytime someone put something. It's like side-eyed monkey.
Obviously older now. What year was the side-eyed girl? What year was that out?
The side-eyed girl.
I missed out on that one.
Side-eye Chloe. It was the girl. Side-eye Chloe.
He changed a bit.
In 2013. So that is a 10-year-old meme now. 11-year-old meme.
So how old is Chloe now?
Let's see. Chloe is a surprise trip to Dilly. Chloe was not sure. It doesn't say how old she was at the point.
Because she looks about 6 years old in that picture, which means that girl would be 16. That girl looks older than 16.
Yeah.
Paul RJ would have every reason in the world not to want to post his driver's license just so people wouldn't see that humans look like that, and that kangaroos and drop bears and koala bears are so much cuter. He would have every reason not to post his picture. So, Billy, is that girl coming to see you, or are you going to see that girl, Billy? If you go see it, man, that's why Billy don't want to do it. He needs that $5 for gas to get to the mountains of North Carolina.
There you are.
To meet his dream girl. We cannot shame Billy. Billy says it's happening. I have tried.
You know what? And Billy, if it happens, there will be no one happier for you than me.
No, not at all. Matter of fact, I start to say I wanted the pictures of her on top of you, but actually I do not. So you keep those pictures to yourself. Just show a picture of you all together that's not Photoshop.
There we go. Jude and Bolin Jr.
Her and her mom are not coming to see you, Billy. Will you stop it? Her mom's not coming.
Nah. Who's that girl, Billy? No.
I thought the original story was her mom died and left her all that land. No, her and her mom are not coming to see you, Billy. But if I tell you what I'll do, Billy, this is a way for you to make some money. If her mom and the girl that you sent me a picture of show up at your house or a restaurant and you send me a non-Photoshop picture, which I'm going to guess you don't have the ability to do that anyway.
3 of you sitting together.
The 3 of you sitting together, the girl that you sent me a picture of, I'm going to be reasonable because I do have to get another microwave and an air fryer here eventually. That I'm going to try and pump Walmart out into paying for them because their goddamn air fryer is the reason I don't have an air fryer. And it's
or a microwave.
It's going to be close to whether or not it's still under warranty, but the fucker caught fire and could have burnt down the entire neighborhood. We may not have had a Cherokee Road on a windy day, and it was windy.
The whole road would have gone up.
But Billy, what I will do, you normally donate about 80 to 100 a month. You didn't do that last month because you had shit going on. But what I will do, you are exempt from donations for 3 months. That'll save you somewhere between $200 and $300. You are exempt. I will pick up the slack for you, because that way the money still goes to help people and not me paying for internet dating services. So you send me a picture the day they show up of you, the girl, and mom together, any restaurant, McDonald's, 4-star, I don't care. You send me a picture of you all together, because you're saying that, well, if you'd have just even typed it, Kenny, they say they're coming. If you'd have just done that, I could cut you a little bit of slack. But you're saying it as if you're really expecting them to show up. The girl, do we still have the picture of the girl, Bob? We probably don't, do we?
No.
That's all right. That's all right. No, you're not going to do that, Billy, because they're not coming. They're not coming. And if anyone does show up, it ain't going to be that girl. She's going to tell you she's having a bad hair day or something. It ain't going to be that girl. Because number one, that girl told you she's in her 30s. The girl, Bob, I hope to God you still have that picture.
I still have it.
You said that girl was in her 30s. She's not. The girl that you got a picture of is not in her 30s. It's barely into her 20s. And she sought you out, originally wanting you to come to the mountains of North Carolina to see her. I said, Billy, you're going to be a goddamn fool if you do that. Have them come see you. So what date is this happening, Billy? Because it ain't. And I'm being hard on you here. Not in the way you would like her to be, but I'm being hard on you here because I want you to be right so bad. So you can say, King,
I would love to be proven wrong.
Yeah, me and Bob. There it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. Number one, Billy, that is not 30. Number two, do you have any other pictures of her? Do you have any other pictures? Is that the only one you got? Because that girl ain't 30. There's not a forensic person in the world that's going to come back with, yeah, she's 33, Kenny. No. She's lucky to be 23. I don't know why she told you she's 30. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. I did have one girl lie to me about her age. My first ever Filipino girlfriend told me she was 19 because she didn't think I'd want anything to do with her if she was 25. No, 25 would have helped, to be honest with you. 25 would have helped. So, I don't know. I guess, well, you're unblocked, Billy. You unblocked me, rather. I wrote you today, but yes, send Bob another picture. That would be interesting to see. Send Bob another picture. Billy, why? I started to ask Billy why he's fighting us on this.
I would, if it's, again, like I said, if it's real, there will be no one happier for Billy Sellers than me. And a little jealous, perhaps.
No, because then there's some mental shit going on that we don't want to dive into.
Yeah. Psycho chick in the world. Yeah. Okay.
Billy, I'm going to put it to you the way I put it to any young girls that hit on me. Anybody that would want me, I don't want anything to do with because they're not very smart. There's something wrong if you're a hot 22-year-old girl and you want to be with me. Something's up. And I'm man enough to admit that. And I don't have a Porsche. I got a 2004 Opel Kadett. That's always my favorite car. Danny Davis used to tease somebody on the show, and he says, "You drove here today in an Opel Kadett." And I'm going, "What's an Opel Kadett?" Well, I guess it was considered a pretty shitty car. So we're going to stay on the air long enough to get the bonus picture that Billy Sellers has got. But Billy, you're exempt from donations for 3 months. You won't have to, if that girl shows up, and I want a picture of her kissing you too. Nah, you don't even have to have that because she ain't coming. Either way. She ain't coming either way. That I'm pretty proud of.
Yeah.
I'll let me know when you get that other picture.
Wait.
It's the only reason I'm hanging around. We've been here an hour and 4 minutes. The only reason I'm hanging around. Facebook, you got a freebie tonight.
Were you planning on sending it like today, Billy?
Yeah, was you gonna send it today or next week, Billy? When she shows up, got another picture. Here she is, some brunette that's about 80. I'm gonna tell you another quick story, Billy. My nephew William fell in love with a Filipino girl. Well, haven't we all? He fell in love with a Filipino girl. Chatted with her for 18 months. Never once video chatted with her. Now, they have ways to fool you on video chats. I had one trying to fool me that was a Chinese girl that tried to fool me. And I'm thinking, why would this girl want any time with me? Because she claimed she was an investor and she had all this fucking money. And she chats me a few times, never asked me for anything, which was the weird part. Didn't ask me for any money, but it's that slow process to where they think you have money, and they have a system down to where we're going to slowly reel him in, get him to make an investment. I'm going to invest Kenny's money for him because all she's done is tell me I'm a very highly rated financial investor, but doesn't ask me for anything. And this chat goes on for a few weeks. And then I looked into it a little bit further, and then I've seen other pictures of that name not looking like her. And they use some type of AI software. Not that this girl's doing it, because I don't even know if you guys have video chatted or not. But they have an AI software that will totally change what you fucking look like. And and the woman wasn't bad looking, but it was like a 50-something-year-old woman trying to look like a late 20s, early 30-something woman. And she really was a woman in her late 50s. But with this AI software, you wouldn't know that. And it was good enough that if I hadn't looked into it, I'd have been fooled. But I was wondering why this hot Chinese girl was so anxious to have time with me and to check in with me every day. But it was the slow reel. She probably looked into my history a little bit, assumed that I had a fair amount of money that I could
the assumptive close was not going to work here. She needed the slow reel.
Yeah, that Filipino girl that writes me, "Hello, Kenny, I need money." that probably wouldn't have worked. Billy, you're only on 11-second delay. You're only on an 11-second delay. Billy hates my guts, to be honest with you.
He does. He says, Kenny, why do you always
I'm killing his fantasy.
Why do you always do this to me, Kenny?
Bob, I sent Bob the pic.
All right, looking. All right.
Hang on, Billy. Hang on.
All right.
Take my glasses off. Oh, look at that. God damn. I'm more gorgeous than I thought. Billy, I'm going to take your girl from you. No, I'm not, because there's no goddamn girl to take.
All right. Here she goes. This is.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, there she is. Same, got the same 444.
Let's go back to the other. Oh, this is. That's probably the age of the last man she hooked up with. 400.
Yes. Yeah, that's her. Go back to the other picture.
Go back to the other picture. All right. I would have sent that other one, Billy. I think the other one's better. No, throw the other one up. I want to gaze at that for a second.
Yeah.
Billy, where do you think that picture was taken? I want to hear your guess. Billy, where do you think that picture was taken? Now, Bob, can you do the reverse image search on that one?
I sure can, just a little bit here, but let me see if I can do this.
Because you had found her on.
Hi, Kenny. Hi, Kenny. How you doing?
Oh my God, I love raccoons.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I turned into a raccoon.
See, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
I got a little program called Animes, and that's what does it for me.
Hey, yeah. Billy, me and this raccoon are going to be dating soon on the beach in Carolina.
Let me see here. Hold on just a minute. We might have to visit with somebody else here.
Billy, the mountains doesn't have a lot of oceanfront property. She does seem to be sitting there all alone.
Ho, 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 Kenny Bolin. You've been naughty.
I think Billy's being naughty. It ain't
Billy's being naughty. Yes, he is. Well, you know what, Kenny? there's lots of things that we can do here on stuff like this, and I'm only going to share one more.
Is that a software that costs money?
It does, but I don't think it's very expensive. It's
that's why I don't have it.
There you go. Wait. All right.
Yeah.
Kenny Bolin, you have to come be part of my cabinet.
You don't know how to turn yourself into a hot girl on the beaches of North Carolina eating a nice meal.
I can do this. This is listen. I've got big hands. Okay.
So, you got big hands.
I got big hands. Huge hands. Really, really huge hands. And hold on, this is me in my worst nightmare. I'm gonna hold it. Let me see if I can find myself.
Looks like you're losing your temper there. Oh, there it is.
There, that's more realistic.
So finally, the ghost is chiming in. Come on, Billy, go be nice. People have been getting catfished on the internet forever. Whether it's Nigerian princesses, hot women wanting money from old perverts. Don't be stupid. Well, the ghost is being a little rougher on him than I am. I don't know, just different. So which Carol? You said she lived in the mountains. And she just drove to the fucking ocean. Bush. I mean, my biological father has lakefront property in North Carolina, and he lives a long way from the mountains. And the ocean was about a 2-hour drive from the lake that he had property at.
All right, let's go back.
So she drove a long fucking way to eat by herself on one of the Carolinas, because you did not say north or south. Billy. I don't say this often, but listen to the ghost. Listen to the ghost. Chris Schmidt, are you going to set up a Sendwave account so we can get $40 to fix that girl's roof? Because I only need 2 of you to do it.
And we have Michigan Mike who's volunteering
tomorrow. Mr. Lancaster is going to be helping me tomorrow. Carolina has some nice beaches like the Outer Banks, but some on Billy. Don't be more. She was with her mom. Now her mom's nowhere to be seen. Billy. So Billy, has she said why she's so in love with you that she's going to drive to come and see you? Billy. Yeah, Ghost. I figured that was the case. You and Billy tagging up on me. That's $80 you two fuckers have cost me because you post your shit everywhere. But in the name of helping people, all of a sudden it's an issue. Billy had to show his license to get a fucking Facebook account. He's full of shit. So are you, Dickless, the clown. You showed your license to get a fucking Facebook account, both of you. Stop it. Y'all making me mad now. I'm going to whip both of you. Billy for being stupid and the ghost for being selfish. So what's the date she's coming, Billy?
Give us.
You can bring her on the show with you. That would even be better. Billy's working on a 3-year exemption. She was there with her mom. So her mom is coming from the shores of Carolina to go to the mountains of Carolina to either meet, hook up, or get transportation with her daughter.
From the shores of Tripoli.
Where the fuck you live. Okay. The 4th? All right. Okay, Billy. Bob, show her a picture one more time.
Here we go.
And the next thing I say, okay, Billy, do you not have a mirror? Because I got one. I'm going to show you. Okay, well, we got. Well, y'all can't see what I'm doing. But I've got a mirror right here. But Bob, switch screens with me. Just switch me over.
All right, just a second.
Just rotate with me.
All right.
All right, let's do it again.
You want to leave her up? Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Now you put her back up. Okay. See, I got that mirror here, Billy. And let's see if I can get her reflection in there. I don't know if I can or not.
You had it there for a second. Yeah, you had it.
Did I have it for just a second?
Yeah, there. Oh, up, and just a little bit to your. There you go. There you go. There you go. Right there.
Okay. All right. So I look at that, and then I take my mirror. I don't consider myself a bad looking man, but as I look at the wear and tear under the eyes and the lack of all the teeth that I would probably need to have, yeah, I don't see anything in this mirror that would tell me that girl would load up the truck and come from the have her mother come from the oceanside property she's got, come to the mountains of North Carolina to pick her up, come on to wherever it is the fuck you live, because you're such a catch. Billy. By the way, I had an air fryer that blew my breaker and made that pop sound. Luckily, no fire as I immediately unplugged it. But those air fryers are fire hazards, especially. Well, I'd had mine right about a year. Billy, I'm going to use the Caddyshack reference. Billy Baru, don't be a complete imbecile. We could have a fish fry, and now you're being catfished. All right. Billy.
This show, Billy.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Billy. This show.
I'm assuming that sitting there in that restaurant all by herself.
Sponsored by the Fish House.
Sponsored by the Fish. I assume that her sitting there with them big boobs hanging out there on the ocean property, wherever in the Carolinas, that there just wasn't another man that could give her the goddamn time of day, and her mother didn't even want to be in the photograph. Visiting her mom, but went to eat by herself at the ocean. Billy, look at me. There's nothing in my mirror that tells me that girl would want to. I'm done. January the 4th or the 5th or the 6th or the 7th or the 8th or the 9th or the 10th or the 39th. Billy, you're not going to send me any picture of you with that girl. I'm telling you now. But if you want to make the bet interesting, 3 months exemption from donations. I'll cover your share. But if she doesn't show and you can't produce a picture by the 7th or the 8th, that's 2 days after her arrival date, you got to double your donations. And no more fucking replica belts for you for 90 days. Deal? He took my bet last time. Yeah, okay, Billy. Have you video chatted with her, Billy? And don't you dare lie to me, because I'll know. Don't you lie to me. Have you video chatted with her? And as Bob just showed you, it doesn't matter if you have, because they have software, as I've told you, about the Chinese girl that made herself look 25 years younger. They have software that will fool even me if I wasn't suspicious already. No, you have not. You have not video chatted with this girl. You have not. Well, you know what? Let me take that back. If she's trying to get money out of him, I guess there's a possibility. There's a possibility. But she's bound to know by now that Billy doesn't have enough money to justify her coming from the shores of a Carolina to go to the mountains of North Carolina. What are they going to get? I mean, to make it worth that much effort. So, Billy, if you send them a penny, you are the biggest idiot I've ever known. And I've known a few. If you send them a penny. Because obviously they're living pretty good. She told you she's rich. All right. I've done all I can do here, Bob. Bob, you got any parting words of wisdom that you would like to pass on? I didn't put a picture up for auction tonight because y'all look broke. But I'll put one up on the Tuesday.
Yeah, we haven't decided about the Tuesday show. That is New Year's Eve. So if you guys want us to do a New Year's Eve show, you have to let us know financially, because I got places I could be.
I don't know.
My house.
I'll probably be watching football.
Yeah, I mean, it's my home, sitting in my bedroom or something with the lights turned out.
Hey, I have hooked up with Vanessa Del Rio. She came to Louisville to meet me. Why? She was the first person I ever met on the internet. Vanessa Del Rio was appearing at PT Show Club. And she's the first person I ever wrote on web TV. And I went down to PT. No, we didn't hook up, but I went down to meet her at PT Show Club because my friend was the manager of PT Show Club. And I got to meet Vanessa Del Rio. God, that was 1995 or 6.
Yeah, I'd be lucky. Go ahead. I'd be lucky to hook up with Alberto Del Rio.
No, that'd be how that shit would go. Let's go Wolfpack. Well, who gives a shit? They're bullshit fucking bowl games. I did watch the 6 overtime game yesterday. I told you just to go to the end of regulation and just start watching that. Toledo, who stormed the field twice thinking they had won the game, had to storm it a third time because of the fucked up calls and decision making. And I love one of the times, we're not going to go for it. We're going to play overtime and go from the 3 instead of going now and going from the 1 because it's a 2-point conversion. So had they gone for it in the 4th or 5th overtime, you're going for 2 from the 1. No, we're going to kick. We're going to kick the field goal, and then in the next overtime, you go for 2 from the 3. They could have just gone for the touchdown and won the game right there, but they didn't do that. So no, even Louisville's playing Washington in one of the bowl games. I think it's out west somewhere. I don't know, and I'm not even too fucking motivated to give a shit about that. Do we have any games we need to make predictions on before we go?
Nope. We actually did all the NFL games on Tuesday,
So they're all in the books then, right?
They are all in the books, except, of course, for Jason's picks, who, again, is going 0 for 16.
Have you heard from him?
He popped a little bit in today asking about whether we were going to do a
apparently he didn't give a shit. Show. Oh, a New Year's Eve show.
Yeah, if we were going to do a New Year's Eve
show. Well, he knew we were doing a Friday night show. What was the excuse for not showing up tonight? He probably heard Billy Sellers was going to be pimping that girl in here tonight.
Could be.
He's going to prove us wrong, though, Bob.
I hope he does. I hope
Billy, when's the last time you ever saw I was wrong about anything other than maybe a few bad NFL picks a few weeks ago? Billy's 52. Am I correct on that? Billy, are you 52? All right. All right. I hate it when smart people try to help people and they refuse to help. Like when you said, Kenny, do not dump water on that electric, and it was too late and I'd already done it. I went, showed you. I lived.
Yeah.
You're
lucky. I lived just to prove you wrong, Billy.
Now, the maintenance people said that, no, Kenny, you got that wrong. You don't dump water on a grease fire. And so, and that I did know, but I also heard that electrical fires can be a little on the dangerous side too. No, he showed up a show or two ago. It was you that wasn't here.
Yeah.
Ghost, you have 24 hours.
He hasn't done his own show in a few months.
Oh, he hasn't done his own in a few months? Well, if he ain't done his own, he can't really bitch at him about not doing mine, can I?
Ghost, I don't do my own show either. And Ghost, you had a join link and you refused to join. Instead,
yeah. Oh, you go over there and blow Pesci on a daily basis. You and the Pesci and the Barkley. By the way, the Dolphins beat Barkley's team like redheaded stepchildren, and no one ever liked a redheaded stepchild. I'll say that right now. Johnny Rosen was redheaded, by the way, but I don't know that he was anybody's stepchild. But Ghost, you're going to quit being a dick. I know you're trying to give Billy Sellers some good advice, but he ain't listening. So you got 24 hours to set up a SimWave account and help a family with $40 because you showed your license to get on Facebook so you could troll everybody. And now you're going to help somebody, whether you like it or not. You got 24 hours. By the way, Karen McDonald, you're still blocked because you little worthless little tightwad bitch. You made a bet with me for $50. And then you said, double or nothing, Kenny. The Padres are going to come back and win when they were down 2-1. And they did. And they were eliminated the next day. I'm going to pay you at the end of the World Series, Kenny. And then he didn't. And then he says, well, Kenny, it's coming any day now. Well, that was fucking 2 months ago. So I blocked his ass. And he will remain blocked until he pays the $100 he fucking owes me. or if somebody out there really likes Karen McDonald so much they want to pay his $100 for him. So if anybody has a way to get this message to Karen McDonald, I don't like a fucking Welch. I didn't like Roy Welch. Well, I actually don't recall meeting him. I didn't like, how many Welches were there? There was a few in the wrestling business.
Yeah, there were a couple. Well, especially when you consider the Fullers were actually Welches too. So
they actually were.
They're all married into that.
Yeah, the Fullers. Broadcast Barkley over there running his about the Dolphins. Well, he better not be running his D-licker about the Dolphins because they beat the shit out of him. They ran over him like Billy Sellers on the internet dating app. That was a horrible reference. I just don't know why Billy, look in the mirror, because I did. You think you're prettier than me, Billy? Really? You're not. Bob will tell you that. All of a sudden, I want to go Will Ferrell explaining how an 800-pound tuna will beat a lion every day of the week. 800-pound lion off the coast of South Africa jumps into the water, swims out to combat an 800-pound tuna. He doesn't realize the 800-pound tuna has a lot of friends. So now there's 20 of us, there's one of you. We win that battle 9 times out of 10. You'll have to watch the movie The Other Guys. And I also need you to watch the movie The Other Guys to see why The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson are not in the movie very long. And then after it's evident they're not going to be doing anything else in the movie, watch the next 3 minutes after that. Funny fucking shit. Funny fucking shit. King, did you see? No, goddamn, that's news. Did you have this news, Bob?
Greg Gumbel, yeah, I saw that. Actually, that was the thing that Jason posted in the chat.
No,
maybe that's what he's.
I have not really watched any news at all today. I've been on a movie binge like you wouldn't believe. A lot of Virginians. I just watched the last real Virginian episode today. Because after that, it was the men from Shiloh. Trampus had a fucking full beard and mustache, looked like shit. The final episode of the men from Shiloh, James Jury shows up for about the last 30 seconds of it. Otherwise, it was just Trampus, and that was it. They were just mailing it in. Oh, and then the episode, one of the episodes of Virginia I watched today, Shiloh got burnt to the ground in season 8, episode 16. They burnt Shiloh to the ground. So, I forgot to tell you the main thing. The reason they didn't respond to me last night, TCB had another building down on Brook Street, about 5-6 miles from me, if that far. Burnt 4 units to the ground.
Oh, dear.
So that's why they didn't get to me. So the maintenance man showed me the pictures. Oh, this is why we didn't get to you, Kenny. We had a real fire to watch. Ghost, you were watching an episode of the Virginia. Oh, Branded. I watched Branded yesterday. I watched the first ever episode and I watched the last ever episode. Okay, here you go. Just Branded, scorned as the man who ran. What do you do when you're branded and you know you're a man? That's a little Branded for you. I can do the whole song, but I would probably need he was innocent. Not a charge was true, but they said he ran away. Branded. But it's a beautiful show, and it only takes 22 minutes to watch an episode on Cody. What did you watch Branded on, Ghost? Because I don't think it's on. Well, you don't have the YouTube of TV, do you? You should. You need to get rid of that shitty system you got now and take one of my YouTube TV accounts. I got one coming available on the 15th of January. So, Ghost, you got 24 hours to set up that SendWave account. I will not take no for an answer. But no, the Virginian Shiloh burned to the ground. They had 4 units burned to the fucking ground just a few miles from me. They said, so Kenny, your fire wasn't such a big deal. You put yours out. I said, but if I'd gone to dinner, there'd be 5 units over here you wouldn't have anymore because they probably all would have burned to the goddamn ground the way the fire department works around here. So it was an interesting night. The air fryer is still for sale if anybody'd like to buy it. It might work. You'll have to plug it in and find out. Pay no attention to the burnt off back of it. So maintenance was trying to get me the name of the brand of the air fryer, but in self-protection mode, it burned off. So we don't even know what brand it is. So I got to go into my Walmart ordering thing. I was watching Original Spider-Man. Well, weren't you bored out of your fucking mind? I watched the new Venom, and the new Venom is action-packed as shit. So yeah, check out the new Venom. Check out Jordan 2.
I watched the 6888 today, which is on Netflix.
What's the 6888?
It's about the World War II, all women, all persons of color, all black, all women.
That is on my list. It stars that girl.
Really I like. Good.
It stars that girl I really like in it. God, I can't think of her name right now. She's a big old Democrat. Hates Trump with a fucking passion. The main star of the show, I would say she's a black girl, but I think that might be a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah, that's pretty much most of them.
Not Tajira. It ain't the girl.
Kerry Washington, Ebony.
Yeah, Kerry was in that show I used to like, where her and her father overacted like crazy.
Right, Dean Norris. Oprah Winfrey has a spot in it. And,
is she in it too?
Yeah. Dean Norris, who was the sheriff of the DEA agent on Breaking Bad, which you didn't watch, so he was. Dean Norris has been in a lot of stuff. So
yeah, no, it was Kerry Washington. She was in a long running TV series to where I love her to death, but everything was just so over dramatic. Everything was just a big fucking issue, and it was her most recent Scandal. Scandal's a great series. I never missed an episode, but I could not get over the just overacting, the over dramatization of scenes with her and her father on the show. Just, oh my God, just every moment was just so fucking tense. And I always accuse her of it, but I like Kerry Washington. She's very good. And she might be the most anti-Trump person I have ever seen. She hates that motherfucker with a goddamn passion. So her and I would get along good. Anyone seen the new Alien movie yet? Yeah. Wasn't on my list of shit to recommend. Juror number 2. A rewatch Road to Perdition. What a fucking movie.
Heretic.
And Heretic.
Yeah.
Heretic is fucking great. The greatest role I have ever seen Hugh Grant do. Highly put that on the list. And I do have Netflix for now. Thought it was a good idea to have it for the NFL and the first week of Raw. And I'm already looking for somebody to share that account with in this building because I bought the 4K version. I did find, when I was searching shit to watch, it wanted to know what I like to watch. So I clicked a few things I like to watch, like The Walking Dead, various things like that. I found at least 75 to 100 television shows and or movies that are about zombies. And Chris says, I bet there's more than that. He said, because that's all the Koreans and the Japanese do is make movies and TV series about the zombie apocalypse in one form or another. Look for the trailer for the movie 28 Years Later. That is coming out later this summer. I don't like a zombie that can run a 4-1-40. I don't like that. And I think these zombies might be a little faster than that. Any zombie that can outrun you is a scary motherfucker. That's why World War Z. Now, my son says the book is fantastic. He thought the book was way better than the movie. But I thought the movie was pretty good. But that's what I liked about 28 Days Later is that, because who cares in The Walking Dead? If you can't fuck those zombies up, you're a pussy. But if you fuck up a zombie in 28 Days Later, you're pretty good because them goddamn fuckers will run you down and take a chunk out of your neck. But the Japanese zombie movies are very much in the World War Z style, to where they give you more of a reason as to why they are the way they are, and they can all run like motherfuckers. So, but no, I was not overly enthused with the new Alien movie. I saw it recently, and I wasn't. It did not make my list of shit for me to have y'all waste your time on. But Heretic is 100% about religion. And some people are going to watch that movie and they're going to say, yeah, I could be Bolin one day. That's all I'll tell you about it. So until, what is today? Friday? I do not see me doing a show Saturday or Sunday at this point. So more than likely, if we do one, it'll be Tuesday. And of course, Wednesday's New Year's Day. So y'all write my inbox. Let me know if y'all want a New Year's Eve show. And then we'll go from there. I might put up a WWE picture for auction. Y'all didn't even name one picture in here that you'd like. Daniel Boone was a man. He's a big man with an eye like an eagle. And strong as a beagle was he. He was strong as a beagle. All right.
Yes.
Billy, I can't wait till January the 6th when you come on here and post those pictures of you and your lovely woman.
Yeah. Peace out, people. Have a happy New Year. We'll see you.
Especially Billy. Especially Billy.
Especially Billy.